Hey friends, I'm super excited about this video. So I just found a simple 3-step method that makes achieving goals foolproof. And wait for it, even on hectic and crazy days. So if you have ever set ambitious goals only to feel disheartened when life actually hits, then this method is for you. And it's crazy how effective it is. Let's go. So first up, credits to Sahil Bloom for sharing his game-changing way of setting goals. In preparation of his first marathon, he actually spoke to a legendary American marathoner who gave him this one piece of advice. Make sure you have 3 goals, A goal, B goal, and C goal. So in the context of running a marathon, here's what it meant. A goal, hit your most ambitious and optimal race time. B goal, hit a realistic, solid race time that you can be proud of. C goal, just finish the race. The idea here is simple but impactful. Most people only set one goal for a race, to hit a certain finishing time. But then once you start struggling halfway through, it's easy to get demoralized and slow down. Worst case, even quit. Whereas if you have a backup B and C goal, you will have something to keep you pushing through. On the race day, his A goal was to finish the race under 2 hours and 55 minutes. Around mile 22, severe muscle cramps set in. He realized he wouldn't be able to achieve his ambitious A goal. So instead of giving up, he shifted his focus to B goal, which is to finish under 3 hours. He crossed the finish line at 2 hours and 57 minutes. Without the system, I bet he would have felt discouraged and might have even given up. But having the B and C goals in place kept him motivated and keep striving. And that's the idea behind the ABC system. So how does the ABC goal system really work? You know, it is no surprise that people who set goals tend to have their act together more than others. A study in the journal Behavioral and Cognitive Neuroscience Reviews showed why. When we set a goal, it actually changes how our brain works to help us achieve it. So here's how it goes. First, the amygdala, the emotional center in our brain, kicks in to judge how important the goal is to you personally. The more why it's important you give, the more fuel it has. And also, if the goal has multiple levels, like following the ABC goal system, it feels more significant to the amygdala, and that helps create more motivation through emotion. Then the frontal lobe, which handles logic and problem solving, defines the specifics of reaching the goal. Having tiered goal levels prevents the brain from just giving up at the first sign of trouble. With the amygdala and the frontal lobe both activated, they work together to push to complete what you have set out to do. And as you take steps toward the goal, your brain rewires itself to optimize behaviors and tasks that will get you there. So setting goals literally changes the brain structure to help you succeed. In a nutshell, here's how the ABC system really works. A goal, set your most ambitious and ideal scenario. B goal, a realistic, solid outcome that you are proud of. C goal, the minimum to still make progress and not regret. On days when everything aligns perfectly, you can strive for your A goal. And on regular days, aim for the B goal, a realistic level of achievement. And on chaotic days when life throws you curveballs, just focus on that minimum C goal to keep you moving forward. As long as you hit your C goal, you are making some amount of progress. So there's no need to beat yourself up. This system takes away any intimidation, guilt, or discouragement because you have now built-in flexibility that accounts for off days. Progress isn't an all or nothing game. There's nuance at every level. Let me walk you through what happened for me by using this system. I set a fitness goal because I was getting bigger than usual. If you see one of those earlier videos of mine, you can actually notice my cheeks were blooming like a sunflower. So I hit 202 pounds in December and I wanted to hit 165 pounds. I wanted to lose the extra weight to feel better and look better. Take note, this is my why is it important to me for the amygdala in the center of my brain. But you know, who can say no to donuts and frappuccinos? It's not my fault. And I even struggled to head to the gym because I was tired after work. Excuses. I broke it down. Here's my fitness goals. A goal, 90 minutes of weights plus cardio and eat only 2 meals before 6 p.m. My B goal was 60 minutes. I can choose weights or cardio and eat only 2 meals before 6 p.m. And then my C goal was, 30 minutes, just go for a walk and eat only 2 meals before 6 p.m. So when you're working, traveling, and your routine gets messed up, I just take the 30-minute walk around town. It might not be my usual intense workout, but it covers my C goal. So I won't feel bad about not doing anything at all. Those 30 minutes of walking still add up over time. I started this journey on the 10th of January 2024, which is this year, at 202 pounds. And by 8th of Feb, I hit 189 pounds. 13 pounds in less than 30 days. I am proud. I am now using the same system to hit my next milestone, which is 176 pounds. It's crazy, and more importantly, it works. If you want to see how else you can use this system, let's look at relationship goals. A goal, enjoy a date night and go out. B goal, take away food on the go, spend at least 1 hour together. C goal, have at least one video call to connect face to face. There are moments when work or travel can make it tough to spend quality time with your loved ones. Setting a minimum connection goal helps ease the pressure. Just catching a glimpse of their face or hearing their voice for a few minutes can make all the difference compared to not even connecting at all. Now let's look at workday goals. A goal, you can dedicate 90 minutes to deep work on a challenging project followed by a brief mindfulness break. B goal, maybe you can complete a 60-minute focused work session and then spend 15 minutes brainstorming creative ideas. C goal, allocate just 45 minutes for skill development or learning a specific area relevant to your role. On an ideal workday, try to aim around the 90 minutes of deep work. However, we all know that distractions can sometimes ruin a long stretch of concentration. That's why having a backup plan can save your day from feeling unproductive. Right, now that you've seen a few examples at play, even my example, let's see how to create your own ABC goal. To implement your own ABC goal system, start by picking one area where you tend to struggle with motivation, consistency, or willpower. For many people, health and fitness goals trip them up the most. The enthusiasm on January 1st dies off by mid-February when you've skipped a few weeks of workout. If that sounds familiar, fitness goals could be a good place for you to start. Step 1, let's define your A, B, and C goals. Let your A goal represent your most ideal scenario. This would be a goal if life were perfect and no conflicts arose to derail you. Then think realistically about what's sustainable on a regular day when life happens, and that becomes your B goal, a good enough level to maintain progress. Finally, define the bare minimum that constitutes forward progress. This will be your C goal for those days when you're hanging by a thread. See how each level builds a little more breathing space? Now, even your busiest days can include something positive. And there's no room for shame or self-judgment. Step 2, track your goals. I recommend tracking your ABC goal achievement every single day. This keeps you honest and aware of patterns. And using just your simple calendar app on your phone is all it takes. It's crazy easy. Just need to add A, B, or C for each exercise session that you've planned each day. And when you set to see the whole month thereafter, you can clearly see how you're doing in one glance. If you do notice a bunch of C-level workouts, maybe it's time to rethink. Maybe that time of the day that you chose isn't working out, or the goals seem doable at first, but in reality, it's a whole different picture. Or maybe it has to do with your motivation. What is it that you're trying to achieve? Why is it that you're trying to achieve? The point is, with one tap, you can now see your entire progress. And you don't just see a string of failed workouts and give up. Step 3, review and reset goals quarterly. Set aside time for every 3 months to review your ABC goal tracking. Assess what goal still feels right for current day circumstances. If your A goal stopped feeling like a stretch, make it even more ambitious. If your C goal feels unattainable on chaotic days lately, lower the bar. Life changes, so reset your goals appropriately to match where you are at now. Continually move the goalposts so you have the right degree of challenge. For me, after a month now using some form of ABC goals in my daily life, I am a strong believer of the power of this system. It has completely changed my relationship to goals and progress. I no longer beat myself up if I fall short of my plan A targets because I still have backup goals firmly in place as part of my progress. My inner critics has quietened down significantly thanks to the built-in self-compassion. And I've noticed some other benefits too. I string together more positive days in a row thanks to my C goal, even on messy days. Formerly, I'd get derailed by perfectionism and then abandon goals after a few failed attempts. On days when I have time and energy to spare, I feel challenged to push myself to hit my A goal since I've defined it. My internal drive increases when I prove to myself that I can actually achieve those stretching targets occasionally. Trying to achieve one big pie in the sky goal can be daunting, where focusing on my ABC feels more bite-sized and doable. I notice and celebrate incremental wins more often thanks to my expanded definition of progress. At the end of the day, the ABC goal system helps remove judgment and black and white thinking about achievement and progress. Life has its nuance, energy ebbs and flows, busyness does strike. With this framework, you have built-in flexibility to maintain momentum in the right direction. Setting 3 levels of goal may feel new at first, but my hope is that the ABC system empowers you to show up more fully for yourself and those you care about. I sincerely hope this video helps. If you like what you're watching, as usual, hit the like button and subscribe. And hey, do share this video with someone who's struggling with procrastination and hitting their goals. Let's see what happens. I'll see you on the next one.